Class 26, Freedom Through Forgiveness. Namaste and welcome to Class 26 in my weekly yogic meditation class. Freedom through the practice of forgiveness. With a regular practice, we learn to get raw, deep, and into the messy parts of life, to set aside emotions at a surface level, which form our biases, and dive into the darkness that we all experience, for our soul vitality and health, for the continued growth of our spiritual life and the vibrancy of our energy. It takes time and dedication, practice and ritual. And, as we know, this is a healing practice because healing is not only about forgiving someone else, it's about forgiving yourself. You become the self-healer who keeps on doing this again and again and again. Deepening your relationship with yourself, gaining in inner stability. Showing your heart you are loyal and it can trust you deep, deep down. In Class 19, we practice forgiveness to move on with the universe. In this class, we're practicing to change our inner frame of reference so that we can forgive and heal. Remember, yoga gives us our attitude to life and our relationship with our environment and the world. And our path of yoga is one of the ancient Eastern wisdom paths to inner freedom, so that we can communicate with the divine and silence and still down our inner energies so we can listen. One of the main reasons for listening to divine communication is because our world, our supposed civilization, is in a mess. We're at the point in our human evolution where typically we will collapse as civilization, having destroyed what we set out to build. I say typically because this is has been shown historically. We've experienced this as humankind many times with the building up and collapsing of various ancient civilizations, and more recently, of course. And in the words of one of the great Indian sages, we will do this through, and this is in inverted commas, lack of virtue. I see and hear people asking the wrong things of their yoga practice, asking the wrong questions. To truly move on with inner freedom, we need to start forgiving ourselves. And then ask the right questions, then listen. So, this week I've put this class together especially with the theme of universal acceptance. And none of us is truly free unless we can accept ourselves and each other. And as we believe in yoga, when one of us is free, we're all free. I do hope that our practice and my teaching can activate and accelerate your spiritual vision to live with divinity in your life. And as we move away from the dark age of Kali Yuga and into a lighter age, it really is essential, especially for us as teachers, to give people hope. And I need to tell you that on our journey together through spirituality, we can go to dark and messy places. And so we need to keep touching base with the boisterous and energetically enigmatic parts of our spirit. And this keeps us connected and bonded. Because much of the dark, messy stuff is below the surface of our reality, needing expression. We'll start the class making our sadhana, making our dedication and setting intention, and move into practice with an opening relaxation in the reclining Buddha posture. Meditation practice will start with anchoring the mind in the original silence, followed by the prayer of forgiveness. Then washing our emotions with the pranava sea of Oms. I'll teach you the Four Noble Truths or qualities of mind for the cultivation of a spacious heart centre, where we come into contact with our virtue. We have a satsang on universal acceptance with Shavasana, final deep relaxation with surrender, and final sealing breath for closure. Namaste. This practice is for your healing. Susan. And now the practice of inviting the divine energies in, making our practice into a sadhana. You'll be in a sitting position now, whatever is comfortable for you. Eyes can be open or closed. If they're open, as you know, you gaze down at the nose tip. And we'll start in the traditional way with the hands together at the heart center in Anjali Mudra, prayer hands or Namaste hands. And Namaste, I honor the spirit that dwells within you. So Anjali Mudra at the heart center, pressing the flesh of fingers and palms together, bringing balance for our practice. Balanced consciousness and body-mind. Spiritually and energetically, we're uniting the divine masculine and the divine feminine, the ultimate divine and the mother. On a deep in-breath, fingers point down, arms straighten, big moon arms sweeping up and hands join above your head at the crown chakra. Normal breathing. Visualize divine energy. Experience pure, unconditional love. Visualize a channel within your being. Deep inhale and connect with divine energy, pure unconditional love, your being. Exhale as you bring the hands down to the heart, bringing down divine energy to your energetic channel within your being, and silently invite the divine energies within, divine and divine mother, for the purpose of making your practice today into a sadhana, working with the divine. Normal breathing, focusing on divinity within. And we'll prepare now for the dedication and intention for practice. And we'll take a moment or two now to dedicate our practice for today. and setting intention. So to set the intention in the practice, just for a couple of minutes now, sitting in your calm, quiet place, relaxed and alert. Focusing for a couple of minutes now on the intention for your practice today or your practice for the next period of time. Whether it's an intention for a spiritual practice, for healing, for a change in your life, change in the world, healing of the world, this is all entirely up to you, the focus of your intention, as your meditation is your personal, private practice. Bringing your awareness back to your breathing again, being aware of how you're breathing, aware of how your body feels, bringing your attention back to your body and the space you're in physically at the moment. Breathing normally, relaxing in your posture, relaxing in your space, and we'll prepare for the meditation practices in the class. And now preparation as usual for the opening relaxation. So making yourself warm, making sure you won't be disturbed, and we'll be in the reclining Buddha posture. To come into the posture, we'll start by sitting on the floor or the bed, feet folded to the right hand side, and your weight is primarily on your left buttock. Slowly slide your left hand out along the floor or the bed, away from your head, turning your head and chest to look towards the floor. Use the right arm to steady your descent. So as you go down, making sure you find the support in your arms, while keeping the head, the neck and your spine relaxed. This helps you to use your limbs for support, keeping the vulnerable areas, like the muscles of the neck and the spine, keeping these muscles soft and relaxed. Slide your left arm out until you're resting on your left armpit. Then slowly roll onto the outside of your left shoulder and follow the circular motion of this motion to roll all the way onto your back. Now slowly extend your legs out along the floor, going into the corpse posture we use for Shavasana, and relax. Rolling over onto your right hand side now, by bringing the left hand over to the floor at your right. Bring the right hand onto your head, continue rolling over until you're fully on your right side. Rest in that position. The knees can be slightly bent, and if you need to, the left knee can be over the right knee, bringing the left foot to the floor at your right. The left arm rests down your left side. Practice this a few times with blankets and pillows as props. And if you're pregnant, a pillow in the small of your back and one between your knees and under the belly is what I would recommend. And you can prop your head and right hand up also. Breathing. Relaxing with each out breath. Relaxing in the posture now. Relaxing on each out breath. Focusing on your breathing again, and to come out of this posture, continue rolling over to your right, bringing your forehead down, bringing it down low to the floor, and your left hand is resting on the floor next to your head. Let your head drop. Your neck is relaxed. Press the left hand into the floor as you bring your right hand underneath your chest. Now push with the arms to bring yourself up to sitting without tensing either the back or the neck muscles. And slowly curl up to sitting. The head and the neck come up last. And coming up now to a comfortable sitting position. Breathing normally, relaxing into your posture, relaxing in your space, and we'll prepare for the meditation practice in the class. And now for the practice in the class. We'll start with the meditation posture, the pose of perfection. Use your supports as usual. Both legs are straight, extended out in front of you, feet a couple of feet apart. Take your left foot with your right hand, a firm grip, breathing out and gently drawing the left foot in towards your body, and the heel is placed directly beneath you in line with the perineum or pubic bone. Sole of the left foot touching right inner thigh. The leg completely doubled. In the same way now, working on the right hand side, a firm grip, breathing out, gently drawing the right foot in towards your body, and the right foot rests above the left ankle. Right leg is doubled. Right toes are resting gently between the calf and the thigh of your left leg. If you can't manage this, heels are in line with each other. Now, in your posture of perfection, your spine is straight. Awareness is on the breath. As you breathe in, lifting with the crown of the head. Breathing out, relaxing the lower body down into the posture. And now you can decide if you need propping up. Adopting meditation mudra with the hands. Breath awareness, center breathing. Focusing on the in-breath and taking each breath a little deeper. Taking each in-breath a little deeper until you're breathing into your center. As you breathe out, you're pushing the breath down through the lower stomach walls, down through your tailbone, into the floor beneath you, grounding with the breath, calming the emotions. Breathing into the center, breathing out from the center, and grounding. Anchoring the mind now, returning the mind to the original silence and dwelling in the ultimate silence. Watching the breath and turning within. You're not really turning in at all, but returning to the core of your being nature. Being aware of the silence within, allowing your mind to be brought down deep within with the breath. The breath anchoring your mind in the silence. Allowing yourself to be aware of all sensations and letting them go. Aware of the breath. Aware of all feelings and letting them go. Aware of thoughts and letting them go. Aware of all mental images and letting them go. With each round of the breath, awareness on your breath and letting go into silence. Anchoring the mind, returning the mind to the original silence and dwelling in the ultimate silence. And this short practice is from the prayer of forgiveness. For your preparation, you can be in any comfortable position, either lying down if that suits you, or in a sitting meditation posture. Your eyes can be closed if you like that. And if you're not ready for that, or it doesn't feel comfortable, simply gazing down gently at the tip of your nose, looking back through the inner eyes and gazing deeply within. In the practice of yoga meditation, we start with the hardest thing, which is accepting ourselves, accepting our own self, and accepting our own good. And that you are part of the co-creation process with the universe, with your source, accepting the I am. And this process starts with forgiveness. We need to forgive ourselves and other people. Resentment and bitterness clogs up our connection with our higher vibrations, our subtle bodies. And this keeps us in the mundane mind and the pain body. With forgiveness, then you can recognize your own power in your soul's journey to your potential divinity. accepting your power in the process of bringing heaven down to earth. To let go and move on, we forgive. So this is the prayer of forgiveness. I forgive everything, everyone. I forgive every experience, every memory of the past or the present that needs forgiveness. I forgive positively everyone. I also forgive myself for past mistakes. The source is love, and I am forgiven and governed by universal love alone. This love is now adjusting my life, and realizing this, I abide in peace. And spending a minute or so now quietly forgiving. Another minute or so now in your practice. Being aware of your breathing again and being aware of the in-breath. Being aware of the out-breath. Being aware of your posture. Being aware of your body and the physical space that you're in. Sitting in your space or lying in your space. Making your breath a little deeper and a little longer now. Breathing in and out from the center. As you breathe, every time you breathe in, taking the breath deeper, and taking a couple of breaths deeper now to the center. Normal out breaths, breathing normally now. The in-breath bringing energy back to the body and the mind. Your mind becoming more alert. Bringing your gaze and your focus into your space. Being aware of the space and your surroundings. The Pranava Om, being washed by the sea of Oms. Using mantra, the vibration of the universe. You're in your seated meditation posture. Awareness is on your breath. Eyes open or closed. If your eyes are open, gazing down at the tip of your nose. And this is from Iyengar. Sound is a vibration, which as modern science tells us, is at the source of all creation. God, or that, is beyond vibration. but vibration, being the subtlest form of creation, is the nearest we can get to that, or God, in the physical world. So we take it as the symbol, the Om. And this is a practice with the healing of the Om, being washed by the Pranava Om, the infinite sea of Oms. Bringing awareness to the posture again, bringing the hands into meditation mudra, index fingers and thumbs touching, hands resting gently on your knees, palms can be up. Spine is straight. Every time you breathe in, stretching, lengthening the spine. Extend the back of the neck by bringing the chin in slightly and lifting with the crown of the head. Spread your chest as you breathe in, and on a long out breath, relax your weight down into the earth. Relax the backs of the eyes and look down now, gazing deeply down to the heart space. In your inner world, working with the Pranava Om now. Bring the vibration down into the heart space. Begin to hear the sea of Oms. You can either sound the Pranava Om quietly to yourself in the center of the chest or the heart space, or with every out breath, beginning to let the Om expand the center of the chest, breath expanding in all directions as you chant the Om, breathing out and Om. Feel the vibration of the sea of Om, knowing it can contain anything that arises. Anything that might arise in your heart, allowing feelings and emotions to arise and fall, being washed by the sea of Oms. And just let the sea of Oms keep coming. Settling in the center of your chest, awareness on the heart chakra. Awareness on your breath again now, making the in-breaths deeper. A couple more rounds of the breath. Gently opening your eyes, bringing your gaze and focus back into the space around you. Relax your posture, relax your breathing. Sitting quietly for a few moments now. And we'll bring awareness now to the 4 noblest of qualities. Cultivating the attitudes of a spacious heart, meditation. Assuming whichever meditation posture is going to suit you for your practice. You are a wise and loving being. Nothing is missing, as the Zen master Lin Chi said. Your loving wisdom is already within you, just waiting to be experienced. In this meditation, we practice radiating out the 4 noblest qualities of the mind into the universe for the benefit of all living creatures, and this meditation has been practiced for about 2,500 years or so. This is a very special meditation which cultivates friendliness, compassion, joy, and peace of mind. It helps us grow and develop our inner confidence. It develops a spacious heart. Sitting comfortably in your quiet place now. Soften your mind and bring your attention to your breathing. Gazing down at the tip of your nose is very restful for the eyes and the mind. Of course, if you're comfortable with closing your eyes, then close your eyes. Now, as you bring the breath down deeper into your body, allow your mind to follow the breath and look within with inner eyes, as if you're gazing within with the back of the eyes. Awareness on your breathing, allowing thoughts to come and go. Breathing, softening your mind, allowing thoughts to come and go. A flowing, grounding breath. As you breathe out, allowing the breath to flow down, grounding you for your practice. Allowing all movement to come to rest in your posture. Awareness is on the breath and your breathing. And we'll bring awareness now to the 4 noblest of qualities. May all beings be happy. May all beings be filled with joy. May all beings be free from suffering. May all beings know peace. And repeat quietly to yourself now as I guide you. May all beings be happy. be filled with joy. May all beings be free from suffering. Beings know peace. And repeating again to yourself quietly in your meditation. Reflecting on the benefits of these qualities for a minute or so now in your meditation. Visualizing the center of your heart opening. In your heart center is a steadily burning flame. Your heart light is radiating out, a vast and limitless outpouring of love and tenderness to yourself and all beings. This freely flowing radiation of love is transformative. Allow it to transform you, your life, and the world. Bringing your attention back to the breath. Being more aware of your breathing again. Before we return to full awareness, making your breathing deeper, breathing into your center again, centering yourself after your meditation, bringing your gaze and your focus back into your space. And we've reached the satsang part of the class. And this is a satsang from Satyananda, a teaching on universal acceptance. Your preparation will be as usual, adopting any posture you're going to find comfortable for the 10 minutes that we're in satsang. If you do experience resistance, relaxing your defences, returning to your breath awareness and finding a soft part, a receptive part of your mind for the teaching. Swami Satyananda was the author of Asana, Pranayama, Mudra, Bandha. I particularly resonate with this guidance of his, as it reminds me of the golden threads of mythology and fairy tales, that all our hearts are linked by golden threads. So a teaching on universal acceptance. Yoga is not an ancient myth buried in oblivion. It is the most valuable inheritance of the present. It is the essential need of today and the culture of tomorrow. At a time when the world seems to be at a loss, rejecting past values without being able to establish new ones, yoga provides a means for people to find their own way of connecting with their true selves. Through this connecting with their real selves, it is possible for people to manifest harmony in the current age, and for compassion to emerge where hitherto there has been none. In our practice, it is recommended to concentrate on a particular point. By directing the mind to a specific region of the body or to the breath, the effect of a particular practice is increased. Sometimes one of the chakras or psychic centers is also used as a point for spiritual connection and concentration. To activate and develop compassion, we focus on Anahata chakra, the heart chakra, situated in the spine behind the sternum, level with the heart. The word Anahata literally means unstruck. All sound in the manifested universe is produced by the striking together of two objects, which sets up vibrations or sound waves. That sound, however, which issues from beyond this material world, the primordial sound, is the source of all sound and is known as Anahadnada, psychic sound. The heart center is where this sound manifests. It may be perceived by the yogi as an internal, unborn and undying vibration, the pulse of the universe. Anahata chakra is symbolized by a blue lotus with 12 petals. In the center of the lotus is a hexagon formed by two interlacing triangles. This is the yantra of Vayu Tattva, the air element. The mantra is Yam, and the vehicle is a swift black antelope, the symbol of alertness and compassion. Anahata chakra is the symbol of unconditional love. At this level, the feelings of universal brotherhood and tolerance begin to develop, and all beings are accepted and loved for what they are. And spending a few minutes now, silent and centered, in your contemplation. another minute or so in your contemplation. Bringing your awareness back to your breath. Focusing on your breathing. If your eyes have drifted closed, taking a couple of deep breaths at the center and gently opening your eyes, bringing your gaze and your focus back into your space. A couple of deep breaths to the center, becoming more alert and aware with the breath. And we'll prepare for the final Shavasana, the deep relaxation of the class. And now that we've come to the end of our practice, it's time for final relaxation or Shavasana. Settling down into your relaxation posture one more time. Settling into the corpse posture if that suits you. Feet up if that's what you need for your back. Using pillows under the knees. Blanket rolls, a blanket roll behind the head or the back of the neck if that helps, and using blankets to stay warm. Settling down into your relaxation posture, 2 or 3 minutes now in deep relaxation. A time for the body and the mind to settle. A time for you to bring your practice together, being aware of how your mind is now, how your body is now, being aware of your breathing. Breathing normally, simply listening to your breath as you wait for your body and your mind to settle down into deep relaxation. Breathing normally, taking each in-breath deeper, and with each out-breath, letting go, letting all remaining tension flow away from your body and your mind every time you breathe out. With each in-breath, the breath flowing deeper. With each out-breath, letting go. letting go into relaxation a little more every time you breathe out. And as we let go, as you relax, in our relaxation we surrender, surrendering our body to the earth, surrendering our mind to the ultimate mind, surrendering our truth to the ultimate truth. Surrendering ourselves back to our source. Each in-breath flowing deeper, each out-breath taking you deeper into relaxation. Letting go, surrendering. A few more breaths in this way, deep, deep in your relaxation. Feeling very quiet, feeling very calm, and feeling very, very peaceful, deep, deep in your relaxation. And focusing on your breathing again, focusing on the in-breath every time you breathe in, taking each in-breath a little deeper, and as you breathe in, every time you breathe in, the in-breath will bring energy back to the body and the mind following relaxation. Every time you breathe on the in-breaths, breathing in to your center, and the in-breath will bring energy back, making you a little more alert and a little more aware. A little more aware of your own body lying in your relaxation posture. More aware of my voice and the sound of the background music. As you breathe in, on every in-breath, the breath bringing energy back to the body and the mind, so that you're more aware, more alert. And before you come back to full awareness and alertness now, I'd like you to take a couple of deep in-breaths. So breathing in, breathing out, and as you breathe in, taking the breath deep to bring the energy back. Turning over onto your right hand side and resting in this position for a few breaths. Resting your head in one of your hands, your knees up slightly. It's a good position for the heart following relaxation. A couple of breaths, and on the in-breaths bringing energy back. Gently opening your eyes, bringing your gaze and your focus back into your space. A couple of breaths, and on the in-breaths, deep in-breaths to bring energy back. And in your own time, very, very gently, bringing yourself back into an upright sitting position. that's the end of your practice. That's the end of your deep relaxation. If you would like to go to sleep now or relax for the rest of your day, then this can be the end of your class, and Namaste. For those of us who need to carry on with our day and interact with the outside world, we'll finish our practice now with a yoga sealing breath for energetic closure. And now for our closing practice of the class, a yoga sealing breath. So we'll close with a sealing breath, the sealing breath with moon arms, and a final Namaste, meaning I honour the spirit that dwells within you. For the sealing breath, we're in sitting, and hands are at the prayer position at the heart, Namaste hands. And we're going to take a couple of centering breaths with moon arms to seal energy within. Deep inhale. Exhale and point the fingers down to the earth. Straighten the arms. Big inhale. Turn palms up and sweep the hands and arms out to the sides of your body and up in a big moon circle until palms meet above the head. Pause. Long, slow exhale, hands come down to crown chakra, the forehead, then the throat and the heart. Prayer hands in Anjali Mudra, prayer mudra at the heart. Inhale and pause. Breathing normally. We'll go one more time. Big inhale. Exhale, point the fingers down to the earth, straighten the arms. Big inhale, turn palms up, sweep the hands and arms out to the sides of your body and up in a big moon circle. Palms meet above the head. Pause. Long, slow exhale, hands come down to crown chakra, then the forehead, then the throat and the heart. Prayer hands in Anjali Mudra. Inhale and pause. Exhale, fingers point down, hands down to the solar plexus, down to the base chakra. Normal breathing. Out breaths flowing down through the base chakra with each round of the breath. So inhale, exhale. As you breathe out, breath flows down through the base chakra. The breath has sealed your energy in. Straighten your arms. On the next exhale, breath flows down through the lower abdomen, down to the earth, grounding you for the rest of the day. Breathing normally. Prayer hands to the heart. That's the end of our practice. Namaste.